Hello, and welcome to another week of the Abuse Cartoons live stream. So we're back again for another week, still trying to figure out how to light this thing. I guess it's working. It's not too bad. Yeah, my green screen maybe needs to be closer. So we'll figure that out sometime. Hey Rev, how's it going? You are here for the stream. So yeah, took a little bit to get set up, and yeah, so this is the new usual day, so it'll be kind of Monday night. It's like Tuesday afternoon here, but yeah, Monday evening North America seems like the best new schedule, but yeah, we'll see. It could change at any time. Yeah, and the fun this week, this Friday, my wife is getting her second vaccination, so I expect to be playing nursemaid over the weekend if she gets high fever and kind of bigger symptoms. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, and well, maybe I shouldn't go into that on YouTube, but yeah, there was just a long-time patient at the pharmacy that she works at that succumbed to the bad weather, so that was a little bit shocking. Older patient, but that was a little bit shocking for them. But yeah, I won't go into any of that. Any of that nonsense. That seems to be all, the narrative seems to be all falling apart in the US. Yeah, it just had to get them through an election, and now they can find their fall guy. But yeah, what else is going on? Things are not back to normal, and the Olympics are coming. I think we're still technically in an extended lockdown here. It was all of May, and I don't think that's changed. And people have still been kind of limiting activities. A lot of places still close early and everything. Things that were closed, though, like completely closed, there were some big blacked out shopping centers and stuff. They're back, but with limited hours. So we'll see how this is gonna play out. I was really convinced that Japan was going to lie very badly just to get the Olympics to look like a safe bet. I'm still curious to see if there's anybody's going to boycott. If there's going to be any last minute people that just probably for political reasons. Always China and Korea want to throw some hate at Japan. So we'll see. Hey Hypno, how's it going? So we'll see how that goes. But yeah. Yeah, that thick blood. Who knows? Who knows what that's about? It's good though. Thick is good, right? Yeah, we'll see. It's gonna be forever before we actually know what happened this past year. Bread. So yeah. Yeah, so we'll see how Japan tries to pull this off. They had some kind of public announcement, that they're going to go forward with it, and already there are athletes here. They house people in like small towns and kind of more remote little towns. I think that's always been the case. And some towns wanted off the list when the lockdown started. This most recent time, but I think they still have enough participating. I still don't know what's going on with spectators, because in 2019 they had a huge lottery and a bunch of people put up big money for event tickets, and I have no idea. Like, they haven't said anything. Maybe they've told them, but I wasn't a ticket winner, so I haven't heard about what anybody is getting as far as compensation, or if they're allowed to spectate, or what the deal is. But some people, I heard a couple of anecdotes about people that won tickets for 2 events, but the 2 events happened at the same time. So it was impossible to use both tickets. So yeah, sometimes your luck can be just good, too good. Yeah, and that's another weird side effect too, is suddenly everything Chinese feels so much more reasonable. Yeah, I love everyone that's being implicated in this, though, so we'll see. And somebody made an interesting point that this is the whole pandemic thing, the whole bad weather thing. I don't know what word I can say and what I can't say, but the this whole situation has not shown that science is bunk or bogus or anything. That the science is still doing its job, and it just doesn't. It's testing hypothesi. I don't know what the plural is. It's testing methods and figuring things out slowly, and that's not all that useful. I mean, I guess in case of the rapid development of vaccine, but it's proving that the system that all of these scientific authorities and anybody that wants grant money from governments and anybody that wants clout and reputation, I mean, that the system is incredibly corrupt. Not the science, but the actual system of who you consider an expert, how heavily they're tied to politicians, because those politicians guarantee them funding or guarantee them, whatever their little bureaucrat job or whatever. So it's incredibly, and I think a lot of people even working in that, in research, knew that, the kind of games you have to play, and why America is, a good place to do your research, because there is so much money being thrown around, but the people that are throwing it around, they have some, requirements of you, and the system is very corrupt because of that. So corrupt that they're able to, call things false narratives and call things conspiracy theories, just at a whim, if they decide that this is going to get, this is getting too close to tracking back to them or whatever. And now we're going to see who the fall guy is. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. Oh yeah, we missed you, Hypno, on Friday. The Friday Lunchcast. I tried my new. I think I took a look at the two streams from the Upturned table, the weekly show. The two adapters. The one works fine, but it's kind of green. The video quality is definitely a step down. So the cam link is a nicer yet buggier, and I wonder if it's actually like putting too much. That's what OBS. The problem OBS is having with it is the camera I'm using. I'm not using it in 4K. It's 1080p, but I'm putting a lot of video, through that adapter and then throwing it at OBS. Maybe OBS doesn't like that. So the shittier adapter, the cheap adapter, it looks bad. The video is not as sharp, but it screws up the output to the camera, but it doesn't crash the stream. So there's so many things I don't know, and I think I have to take a deep dive into that, because I know, especially even just with this webcam that I'm using, I think I'm at 1080p for this, and I could probably stop this down to 720 because look how small it is, in the screen, and then the stream, does better because you're not wasting all that processing power locally. So I'll play around with that and see if anybody has good advice online. But it does look, it's noticeably less in quality. I don't know. But it was only $20. So as opposed to like, what, 150 or whatever. I don't know. We'll have to see. You get what you pay for. But if it's reliable, and it'll be good to have for multiple cameras too. Those cheap adapters might work really well for shooting a table, because I can use nice cameras and then shoot a whole table and not have to use a little, weird, focus problem, exposure problem webcams. Oh, interesting. Nice. Yeah, clocks. Clocks are good. Oh yeah, no, no problem. No, overslept. Oh my god. No, that's no problem. It was an easy stream. There wasn't any troublemakers or anything, so it worked well. But yeah, so we'll see. Yeah, clocks are good. Oh, that's I can't just rotate things because of the weird angle I'm drawing them at. But yeah, it's been it's going to be a busy week. I'm trying to get everything in before the symptoms, the whatever, side effects, whatever. Yeah, I'm really bad with that kind of stuff, so I'll probably just crawl into bed. So yeah, expect once my turn comes around, expect me to disappear for for a week at a time. I'm a real baby when it comes to feeling all, achy and sick. I'll just try to sleep it off. So maybe I'll do a live stream from this tablet. No webcam, just in bed. We all know how well I am, or how good my setups are for the improvised streams. Yeah, so I don't know what the best thing is to do for that, for the weekly. I just don't want to have to fuss, because I've got so much to set up. It's much easier. This is much easier than that is, because this is all always in place. I'm not like changing cameras and microphones and stuff. And that weekly is always, I'm setting it up every week, and so that's where the errors come from. So yeah, I don't know what we'll do, but it's fun to do, and Chris is fun to talk with. But we'll see. Oh, that's a messed up looking box. Yeah, clocks. I think it was just like a watch and a smartphone. Yeah, talking about telling time with either. Oh, and they do have those like sleeves, like people with their little exercise apps have those sleeves where they put smartphones on their arms. That might be a funny juxtaposition. Smartphone with one of those arm sleeves, and then a smart watch? What are those called? The Apple Watches. Yeah, maybe that's old because of all the watch technology. Maybe nobody does that anymore. I'm trying to think of the last time I saw. Yeah, I think it was like an old TV show or something that showed someone running with a smartphone in a thing. All right. The smart watch. I don't think I've seen a single person here wearing a smart watch. Yeah, I don't work in an office, so there aren't any. I mean, but there's a lot of people that I know that are very, kind of early adopter, tech forward kind of people that would find a use for it. But yeah, I don't even know what they look like. I think they're thicker than that, actually. Nice. Yeah, hangovers have become more of an issue. I've noticed in the past 10 years, you basically lose a day from a night of drinking. You basically lose a day. When it used to be, it had to be a really bad night when I was younger. Like usually by 1 o'clock, you're fine. But yeah, more recently, any excessive drinking just means, yeah, that next day is just gone. You don't get it back. All right, move over, bread. Yeah. Yeah, I'm surprised too. That's a real social stress here, or work stress. So like, you have to learn how to play golf, and then you have to also learn how to handle your alcohol in Japan for your career. And there's a lot of people that just can't do it, or get dangerously intoxicated. But the social pressure is enough that they have to keep at it. Yeah, but those are the two the two requirements. What's going on here? Okay, that doesn't, it's not reading right here. It's supposed to be a bent wristband. Maybe just a loop is better. There's like a buckle or something, right? There's it's just a regular watch strap, so this doesn't make any sense. Let's see. Yeah. So yeah, I hope everyone is doing well. Hey Sedona, how's it going? Yeah. Oh, it's a good, yeah, I had to learn that as well, like headache wise, mixing. And that's a weird drinking style. In Japan, if you're drinking at like a restaurant, like you get like a private room at a restaurant, which is what most of your like work drinking parties are, people just start ordering just nonsense. Like it always starts with beer, so there's always a toast with beer. That's the default kind of, and everyone will have a small glass of beer to try to be participating, and but then wine and champagne and hard liquor and sake and like all this like random stuff gets ordered, and yeah, it's just, that makes for a big old mess for me. Yeah. And that's the thing, yeah, I heard that as well, the dehydration, like you don't get the hydration from alcohol, so you actually get dehydrated, and so some of the effect of the hangover, I don't know what this is Is being dehydrated. Part of your headache is dehydration. I don't know how true that is, but it's good to compensate. It's crazy. Oh no. Yeah, that is the scariest thing. Is if you drink on a weekday and you wake up and you're still drunk and like just having breakfast, being drunk, going to go to work. Yeah. It's nice you don't have to drive. I don't have like a driving commute here, so that made it possible to actually do that. But yeah, that's the worst. When you drink enough that you can't. Well, if you shorten your night's sleep too, that'll make it impossible. But yeah, I've remembered those nights. Yeah, I can't even imagine trying to get away with that anymore. Mm. Oh, cool. Well, thanks, Hypno. Yeah, thanks for yeah. Chris is fun to talk to. Thanks for. Glad you can enjoy the weekly. Yeah, we have fun conversations. That was how I kind of thought of just doing that weekly thing, because we were just meeting at like Subway or some Indian curry shop or something for lunch, and just talking about games and things. And figured, well, we might as well record it. It wasn't easy for us to meet during the week because he had a little one at home and had to pick up from daycare, and there's a bunch of scheduling at night that made it hard ever during the week to meet. And we wanted to save the weekends for gaming, actual gaming, not just talking about stuff. So yeah, it turned out the office, Chris's office, was moved very close to my office space, so it's just over the bridge. Or not over the bridge. Oh, kind of. There's a walkway. It was just closer to the yeah. There is a river, but not between us. I don't know if those even look like what they're supposed to look like. Let's keep going here. But yeah, so that was always fun, and so just recording those conversations. Yeah, it's hard though. Some weeks we should just like kind of not totally freeform, like have some plan about what we talk about, but yeah, it shouldn't be so based on current events. I think it might be more interesting if it was just kind of random topics, because sometimes there's just nothing. I'll like bring up some news story. It's like, yeah, whatever. Who cares? It's hard to find something to say about some of just the gaming news. All right, maybe a little adjustment here. But yeah, it's fun to do. I just want to get it to be more effortless, technically. So just have it set up, kind of like this, where all I have to do is tip the camera down, plug the microphone in, and yeah, it's ready to go. That's a whole ordeal, setting it up every time. So we'll see. Yeah, that might be better. A smartwatch instead of whatever that's supposed to be. Yeah, and it'll just be the what was so smart about it. But I gotta draw a convincing watch. Analog watch. We'll see here. Let me see what come up with. So it should be an analog. It should have a face. Doing great so far. It should have like a round face and and hands. Just so it's more identifiable. Maybe those will need to be color, so maybe I'll just draw them later. But yeah, putting a face, if I'm going to put so much detail on it, though, putting a face might not be easy. And the bezel and everything is going to... be tricky. Yeah, but a simple simpler look. Okay, so maybe the eyes will be the 6 or something like that to make it kind of work design-wise. And I'm drawing it much bigger, aren't I? Scale this up. Yeah, I'm trying to get that kind of the glass being a separate piece. And I guess, yeah, we'll do the same sort of thing. Wow. Yeah, sometimes going in with a preconceived idea does not help me. So maybe get rid of all of this. We'll just do that with shading. We'll see how that goes. Yeah, maybe thicken up the lines just so it looks a little more consistent. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see. One more. Yeah, I guess that's as close to balanced. Oh, wow. Hey K5, how's it going? Drawing bread and watches right now. Yeah, I guess I shouldn't do. I just did a bread cartoon. I guess I shouldn't do more bread. Yeah, I'm not sure. Oh, that's right. And then the line, cleaning up this line is going to get weird because of the stroke that's on it. Yeah, let me think about what to do with that. But yeah, colored arms will look nice. Let's see. So this and this are the watch parts, and this is all bread. I'll move this over to the other side here. Oops. Cool. All right. Oh yeah, smart watches don't have batteries, do they? They're just like they recharge like phones. Or they have an internal battery, but you don't change it. So maybe a battery might be funny. Oops. Battery between them. Maybe. Come on. You wonder why the early cartoons that are permanent marker look so crazy. It's because I only got to draw that line once. And however it came out was how it was going to look. Alright. Bigger. Yeah, maybe. We'll see how the bread goes. That's right, so we've got a giant stick of butter. Oh, this could actually be a... a section off of that stick, couldn't it? Alright. Come on, give me this layer, thank you. Cool. Yeah, I don't know. That's a little bit, oops, that's a little bit better scale-wise. I don't know if I need all of that. Nice. Oh, cool. Oh, good. Well, thanks. Yeah, thanks for commenting. But no, I'll take a look. Yeah, I wonder. And they might have... that may be a thing, because they were... during the kind of development of this new version of the Go Comics site, I think they were having a lot of trouble with spamming and harassment and stuff, so they probably set up some pretty heavy-duty filters. So maybe like new IP addresses or first-time commenters, they hold comments, or they're a little more careful. But yeah, before it was a subscription, like a premium subscription site, yeah, a lot of the comments got pretty rough. Just like they do everywhere. But yeah, I don't think I need this. Oh boy. So what is going on here? Another bread. Yeah, I don't know. Bread and butter. Mm. Sedona has acknowledged you. Let's see. Sorry, where's my cursor? Too many monitors. All right. There we go. Oh yeah, duct tape. That's right. Duct tape. All right. Oh, yeah. I don't know about bread and butter. Let's see if I got any other ideas here. Oh, wrong color. Yeah, it should be the right width. Yeah, the resin printer, the SLA printer's been going good. My film is getting pretty scratched up. Like they, suggest the, scratch-free, like what you'd use on your eyeglasses or whatever, the scratch-free cloth. And I've been drying it with, I want to clean it with alcohol, drying it with towels, and I guess they're doing a little bit of, and also if I have a failed print and I got like just one little layer that I got to pop off of the film, that takes a little work. So I've been doing a little bit. It's more like those like polishing scratches like you see on somebody's car that was polished wrong or whatever. It's just that light swirling of marks. But I should probably get some backup film for the print bed. But only a few like larger, not supported prints have failed, so I might just have to take the support less version and try a couple of different positions or whatever. But yeah, mostly things have gone well. But it's just doing the little tiny 10mm stuff, so it goes fast. And I'm getting addicted to that because I forget, anything of size is like 5-10 hours, and I've just been doing stuff that literally takes less than 2 hours. So I'm getting a little spoiled by how fast stuff comes off the printer. But the quality is really nice. The detail, I'm really liking the detail and not seeing the layers like the FDM layers. Am I reversing those? I can't remember what they stand for, so I might be reversing them. But the photo resin, the UV resin, and it's nice. I found the soy-based one, the one that doesn't have fumes, so I can do it in the house and not have it sequestered. It's just by a window. I've got good window ventilation and everything, but it's on the first floor, so it would probably all go right up the stairs to the second floor. The stench, if it was real heavy fumes. I'll save that for when everyone's away. I'll try one of the regular types, because I'm curious about the strength, if there's a strength difference, because this is the soy-based stuff is a little brittle. But also I'm working really tiny, so I don't know. But I've seen people that have bought pre-printed stuff that it's heavy-duty resin, and so they can it's a little more flexible and has a bend to it, so they can't really break anything. I don't know if that will paint up differently, but we'll see. I'm still playing around with different stuff. Yeah, it's frustrating how involved. I mean, you got to make it your world for a while to just fuss with it, and it's But I was just happy that this isn't the fumes and the smell and the cleanup wasn't as bad as I thought, and also it's not such a delicate machine. I was really thinking that the resin printer would be so much more delicate, and the problems would be so much more difficult to fix. Anything went wrong, but it's much more problem free. Yeah, at least I found. So that's been nice, and we've gotten a chance to actually play with the stuff that I've printed. Yeah, Chris and I actually played War Master with an all 3D printed army, and right now I'm doing. Oh, Chris isn't on, so that's too bad. But yeah, right now I'm doing. Oh, can you see wood? No, you can't see. This is a whole little box of wood elves. So I'm printing off a new a new enemy to defeat me. So we'll see. Yeah, but fun stuff. I love not being addicted or not being stuck on some kind of purchasing treadmill from some miniatures company. It's nice to be able to just play around with different games and different systems without the huge investment, because it's literally just the time. And I've already done 4 armies with $40 worth of resin, and I think it's still, the bottle's about halfway, so it's pretty good. Hey G2, how's it going? Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, I'm worried my time is a little late on Monday night, but yeah, it seems to be working out. This is the only thing that's going to work, especially this week. I was trying to figure out if there's any way to move things around, because I have to be here, Friday and over the weekend, so no recording or anything. Oh yeah, so Hypno, the weekly, the Upturned Table weekly. Did I say this already? It's going to be Thursday lunchtime this week, so I guess that's like Wednesday evening, so it's or Wednesday morning, so it's going to be not Wednesday morning, Thursday early morning. Yeah, it's going to be at noon Japan time on Thursday instead of Friday, because I can't go to the city on Friday. This doesn't have to be that small, does it? Yeah. Ah, nice. Oh, cool, cool. Well, I'm glad to catch you. Ah, yeah, toaster's good. Yeah, because I can actually do... Maybe I can draw... I don't know, those watches were pretty brutal. But maybe I can draw a... like a simple toaster that... Oh, actually, no, that's not gonna... That'll look weird. It'll have to be that same angle. Because if I push them... Let's see. We'll just try it over here. Yeah, more that 50s rounded corner toaster look. But yeah, so busy weekend. Yeah, what are these kind of deals? Like a Tom and Jerry toaster. Yeah, that's scary. So with Amazon buying MGM, does that mean, I don't know where the rights are, does that mean Amazon owns Tom and Jerry and like all the old Tex Avery films and stuff? That really sucks, because I don't know what they're going to do with those. Those are some of my favorite old cartoons. And Tom and Jerry is really popular here because there's almost no dialogue. So they didn't have to dub them. They just put some subtitles, you know, to explain some of the what some of the signs, you know, read. If there's like you know, visual jokes with signs or writing or whatever, they just do subtitles for that. It looks like he a weird nipple. It doesn't look like a dial, does it? Let's see if we can do that better. Yeah, maybe something a little... It's gonna look nipple-like regardless. Something like that. And then the slots. But yeah, I hope those come back. It would be great if they just went on to Amazon Prime permanently. But I doubt it. Yeah, and they already, I think it was Warner Media that said they're not going to make physical discs anymore. At least like box sets and stuff. And the last couple of, I forget what their last thing that's still scheduled, but starting 2022, nothing physical. They're going to rely... Oh, how did I draw on that same layer? That's a weird retro toaster. But yeah, that's a shame. I don't like this holding your media hostage kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, yeah. Alright. Well, the angle of the toaster is a little odd, but maybe it'll work. Oops. Trying to get some overlap here. Yeah, I think I need to distort it a little bit. I hope it doesn't mess it up too much. Yeah, it just seems to be a little... Oh yeah, and then maybe just bigger. I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. Things a little off. There we go. Yeah, another one of those drawings that has a little too much detail for good eye placement. Yeah, now the bread's looking a little wrong. Yeah, this level of fussing you can do now digitally, I think that's not good. It creates a certain type of art, I think. I think a lot of digital art has a certain look of being fussed with a little too much. Because I always see those guys that they're doing illustration to keep things as like symmetrical as possible. When they're drawing characters, they're constantly flipping them and drawing them from both angles. So, because a lot of the times when you're doing that art, you want to be able to have it flipped to fit into certain designs. Like if it's going to go on the, box art, maybe they want it on the right side, but for advertising, maybe they want to flip it to the left side, flip it horizontally and make it also work on the left side. Yeah, maybe those don't need to overlap so much. So they're constantly, but it does something to it. It kind of, that amount of fussing you can do sometimes kills the look. So a lot of stuff looks very samey, similar. Yeah. Okay. Sure. This is a weird one. Yeah, the composition's all funky. This, if I'm gonna center the toaster. Or maybe no bread. Yeah. Yeah, maybe just the toaster and the butter wanting to be toasted. A very bad idea. Yeah, I think, yeah, something like that might be good. Because that bread is looking really wonky. And it kind of, yeah. That might be fun. Yeah, a really bad idea to just toast butter. Nice. Oh, hey. Oh, yeah, Patreon for the Upturned table or for Abuse. I think Abuse Cartoons only has. I can't remember. I think it has. It's very limited, but yeah, it's up. Any of the pledges is good. Just the basic one is fine. And I didn't set it up so it does the upfront charge. So it just bills on the 1st of every month. So if you sign up on the 2nd, you basically get a month for free because you won't be billed until the 1st of the next month. But it's not, I don't like that idea of if somebody signs up on the 31st, they're billed and then they're billed again. I mean, it's small amounts of money for the most part on Patreon. But for the Upturned table, let me remind myself. It's pathetic. I can't remember what's going on here. Oh, here's Patreon. But I really don't like the back end, the website and everything for Patreon. It's hard to control the back end because they're making you a customer and a Patreon at the same time. You have patrons, but you're also a Patreon. Where are the tiers? No. Oh, okay. Yeah, so if you're talking about Upturned table, yeah, like a weekling would be good because we don't have any weaklings. So that's the. So it's basically $1, $2, $3, $5 and $10 for the one. But yeah, there's no weaklings. So usually like people that follow something like name themselves, but I came up with the stupid name of weakling for fans of the weekly podcast or mods of the weekly podcast. Maybe I can set up a yeah, that would be perfect. That would be much appreciated. Yeah, I think that looks like a more dangerous image. Yeah, I've actually had butter. Was it butter? Yeah, butter. Yeah. Oh, no, no, no. It was oil, like olive oil, catch on fire in a toaster oven. I was like toasting something that had like a pesto, kind of oily pesto sauce, and it ran over the edge and hit the element and like burst into flame, a garlicky pesto oregano-y flame inside the. Oh man, this drawing is the worst. Yeah, inside the toaster oven. Okay, let's try the watches again. The battery's fine. The watches just have no life to them. See if I can get the line width to work a little bit better. Yeah, so those watches have a weird volume to them. Yeah, are all the controls... I'm just going to assume there's controls on the side. I don't know if there are. Might all be from a touchscreen. Yeah, there was a thing that I heard. The reason Apple introduced the Apple Watch is almost kind of like a social programming kind of thing, that it was getting weird. People were getting weird looking at phones for the time, or notifications for emails or things. It's a weird thing to do, and it's like you're talking to someone and it's very disruptive to be like pull a phone out or put a phone in front of your face. But a watch, we don't. I mean, we think the person is like trying to get rid of you, or looking to go, or looking to make an excuse why they have to leave. But glancing at a watch is much more like along the lines of etiquette, or it's much more socially acceptable to glance at a watch than it is like to pull something out and hold it up, or like glance under the table at something. And so that part of the idea was putting some of that functionality on a watch would start to normalize, not make people that were like stuck on their phones so socially disruptive. But it's way too late. I think that's one of those too little, too late kind of ideas. But it's funny how they yeah, that's a weird angle. It's funny how they actually have these weird these ideas about changing the social space, or how people are interacting with each other and technology. It's kind of disturbing that some of their ideas, where some of their ideas come from. Yeah, something like that, just so it looks like it's seated on the band a little bit. I still love that story, that Steve Jobs story about first iPad came out, or maybe a later iteration, and they were interviewing Steve Jobs and mentioned, "Oh, your kids must love you because they always have the latest iPad and everything at home." He said, "I would never bring something like that into my home." My children will never use an iPad. Ah, interesting. All right, well, there you go. I guess don't get high on your own supply is the rule. If you're gonna get people hooked on technology, don't be stupid enough to do the same thing to your kids. Yeah, maybe just change this angle completely. Yeah, that might help. And then I can do like a whole... can I? I don't know what's going on here. Yes, it's got to be sitting that same way. Nice. Nice. Toasted. Oh no. Toasted butter. Nice. Hey, Pepsi, stop motion. Oh, Michael Scott. Hey, how's it going? Oh, I was just discovered by Hyphonics. Yeah, just the one time, I think he found my stream or just made reference to my stream once, and then K5, and then I was rated. I think I got rated in early, I don't even remember the years now, 2019. And K5 suggested to kind of respond to that, kind of something that would be cool for his stream would be a box of Japanese snacks. So I went to the convenience, and K5 even sent me money for shipping, and I sent a box of snacks to Hyphonics, who ate them on the air. I tried to mix them, not make everything too disgusting. Nice. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it was really cool. uh oh yeah, yeah. Oh, that's a good idea. Oh, Pepsi Stop Motion, thank you. Thanks for the subscription. Yeah, maybe that's a good idea. Like laying down, like being prone. Can I use the same face? Yeah, maybe. That might work as far as the... Oh yeah, the composition will work a lot better. So I have a buckled part. But yeah, so it was a wonderful... yeah, just a combination of different factors. And the funny thing was, I mean, I was on the verge of not doing the stream anymore because I got sick over that last 2 Christmases ago. I was real sick over that time and didn't go back to doing the stream. And then in January, I noticed that the views went up on the individual streams. Like I had never broken 100. There was always around 50 views per live stream, and suddenly all of the old streams are up over 100, and that was all due to Hyphonics. And so that's when I did a live stream again, and then got rated, and like noticed there was a bunch more attention to the stream, and it's all been wonderful since then. Oh, that's weird. Yeah, I wonder if on YouTube, I've had that though. A lot of people have mentioned that. I don't bring it up on videos, but the subscriber thing is really strange, and I think they're probably trying to fight people buying subscribers or whatever. So they drop. I'll get, especially on the Upturned table, the tabletop gaming YouTube channel. It'll just like fluctuate like regularly up and down 5 subscribers, and it's almost like people subscribe, they vet them, make sure they're active accounts, and then they actually put them back, so they kind of go back and forth. Oof, that's a creepy looking band, isn't it? But something weird is going on, and they don't talk about their processes, so we'll never know. But I've noticed that because there's a lot more activity on that channel, I've noticed that the subscriber thing is very unpredictable and very strange. It used to like kind of just regularly climb and just occasionally lose subscribers, but now in this like really regular way, it goes up and down these equal increments. So there must be doing something to play with the the subscribers. This is going to be a weird one. I don't think that band is done very well. Should I just redraw this whole thing? Yeah, I want it to look kind of splayed out and dramatic, but yeah, that band is terrible. Let's try it again. So let me just pull this out. All right. Yeah, because I think the hands will look really good in that angle. Yeah, good idea. Hypno. Oh yeah, no. No, I was. Yeah, that was like 2 years ago. Yeah, I was going to give up because I mean, literally, I would have like my cousin, or like I did like one viewer occasionally, and I just like did it for like 2 years. I did the stream and was just talking to myself. And one of my friends from Japan, when they went back for the holidays, found the stream and like enjoyed just listening to me talk about Japanese stuff and eat convenience store snacks while they were like back home for Christmas. But yeah, it wasn't anything regular at all. And so when I was ill, it's like I can't do this, and what am I doing this for? And so I just was going to pack it in, and then the Hyphonics thing happened, and it saved me. It resurrected my motivation and energy, because the chat became really active, and it was really fun to interact with people. It changed the tone because I was really focusing on originally trying to focus on talking about it. It was all maybe Japan and then creativity. Like I would try to come up with topics about creative life or creative work, and I wasn't talking to anybody. But yeah, it was. That was the original focus, and I don't know why I chose that. I guess because it was just in my head, because I was still working at the gallery, like working on keeping the gallery running in Japan and dealing with artists a lot more, and noticing the differences between like how newer artists use social media and the tools that they use are very different now, and how people can we'll just kind of fake it. I want it to look kind of splayed. Yeah, that works okay. Kind of splayed out like it's a dying watch. Oh, no, I put it on this layer. Is it seriously? Nice. I'm really bad with my Photoshop layers. That's why it becomes really brutal. Like a lot of digital painting and stuff, like you make hundreds of layers. That kills me. I'm always editing the wrong layer. I'm really terrible at that. Yeah. Oh no. I was. I have no. I mean, this is such a great motivation, and it really keeps me doing this cartoon. I mean, I might have to rethink things if I get canceled, and if my syndicator kicks me off, and there's no home for this cartoon, then I might do something different for this live stream. But the 20th anniversary is coming up, so I want to definitely want to do this through 2022, because it'll be 20 years of this thing, this coping mechanism, this digital therapy. But no plans to make any changes right now. Yeah, it's been good. It's nice to be kind of reinvigorated, and to have kind of an appointment, make an appointment to do this, and kind of connect with people, especially through the lockdown. This has been priceless. I mean, we've all been able to talk about the weird, in Asia and Australia and the US. We've been getting a lot of different views of how the world's been messed up. That's been really good to hear actual people's experience, instead of just whatever the news wants to tell you about it. So I've appreciated that a lot as well. All right, where's my color picker here? So let's try something. Yeah, but the syndicator's been really good. Go Comics has been really good to me through. Shoot, I don't want to go too dark. Throughout everything. So yeah, I've really enjoyed. Oh, should I let me do that little thing. Where I take an actual image Oh, Apple Watch. Take a stupid kind of, where's that like default looking thing? Oh, Apple Watches are silly. Does anybody have an Apple Watch? They're very odd. And I'm sure all of this like costs, like all the customization is like $9.99 and you can have Mickey Mouse on your let's see here. That might be a good, let's see. Just something kind of graphic and generic. So, cha-cha-cha. Oh wow, yeah, I'm so high resolution here. So just take this. And first, oh yeah, just get this down to this black edge. Oops, not all layers. And then just blur this out so it doesn't look like anything. Maybe, yeah, maybe blur is better. It's so graphic median is breaking it up. Something like that. Maybe not. I've done this before. It's worked okay. Yeah, I just don't want it to be identifiable. And then, wherever my cursor is, try to conform it a little bit. Bum, bum. I probably could have drawn that just as easily as I went through all of that. And then, wow, it looks really bright on that screen. There we go. Save a little bit of work. I don't know if that's what we should do. Let's see if I can get it to... Yeah, do the little more contrasty. Something like that. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's gonna... I guess that'll be a good area for eyes, though. And we'll do something more interesting, maybe like red leather for the strap, so it's not all so monotone. Maybe gold. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, that's really good. Yeah, I really appreciate that. And you're a huge part of that, K5. I mean, you really motivated me to get in touch with Hyphonics and kind of thank them for the attention, and that it made a big difference. Yeah, and I don't think I could handle a big stream, a busy chat. It would be pretty sad. I'd take quite a beating. There we go. Yeah, something like that. Maybe a little bit darker on the red. So it reads like leather instead of plastic. Oops. Okay, so where is this color again? Where is this? Yeah. I've put this on... Oh, on this one. Oh, okay. That's all that happened. So, let's put this on another layer. Oh, that dark is not good, is it? It's too dark. Something like that. Okay, this is the right layer. This is also on the wrong layer. What's going on? So that just got filled. Oh, come on. Where is that gray? There it is. Where is this? Oh, it's all on that strap there. Great. Did a real good job putting this together. Okay. Anything else? Okay. Well, we'll just go with that. And this. And one more. Wow. What a mess. Oh, I should just do... Sorry, it's a bit... I see, there we go. There's everything, and the little watch face is up here. Alright, let's see how shading this goes. Oh, man. Yeah, that's probably true. Yeah, a black screen. I gotta figure out a good way. Maybe I can make it reflective. Let's just give that a shot. If I do dark, then I'm gonna have to come up with some way to make it look reflective, and also where to put eyes. So let's maybe trim it up a little bit so there's room for some caring eyes to be looking off. Something like that. I'm gonna do a red secondhand. So first let's see how this kind of renders up here. So, oh, actually, let's do this and then this. Oops. Yeah. Try to brighten the edges a little bit. Top of this. Yeah, it doesn't show up on that red. Inside of this. Yeah, so that should actually be more highlighted. If I want to put the shadow that way, and how about just a really bright red second hand. Yeah, it's thin and like that. Alright. It's not, still not great. Better than that first drawing though. It doesn't quite look like it's where it's supposed to be. And then some white. Oh yeah, maybe it's a, yeah, there we go. The glass, and the same with this one. A little bit of, or should I just do that? Shininess on the screen. This edge will be the one that's getting caught. Alright, something like that. And we won't make the band shiny so it looks a little more leathery. Nice, yeah. Out of time or just out of battery. That's good. Yeah, it's an odd gadget. Go gadget. Alright, yeah, this will help kind of put this on the, in this space a little bit better. Alright. Yeah, something like that. It's an odd one, but I think it works. Now if we can just get the eyes to fit reasonably. I like the little watch dial sticking out there. That should have some more texture to it, shouldn't it? Something like that. All right. Maybe everything can move up a little bit. It's sitting a little low in the frame. Something like that. All right. Yes. Completely. Ah, wait, stop. Just this. That's weird. Oh, let me just grab that. Alright. Something like that. Okay, let's color this other. Oh, it's right. Butter in a toaster. This side. Do, yeah, the darker everywhere. We're not going to try to put eyes. We can do a darker plastic right here, and then the actually maybe I'll just do it with shadowing. Yeah, maybe this should be like that. Alright. And a nice butter color. There we go. It wasn't so hard. Oh yeah, maybe we can do, just to make it a little more sinister, because I did push the, push it down, is do the elements. Actually visible. Something like that. Yeah. Make the toaster scarier. So there may be some butter in there already. I knew I was going to have to do that manually. Contrast is not enough. Alright. And then the same with this. So this whole side. Wow. Yeah. Is it turned up too high? No, 32. Guess just not enough contrast in these colors. There we go. All right. Sorry about that. Oh, I didn't get any. Wow, I guess I have some tea. No water before the stream. All right. Yeah, I think that'll work. The sinister. That's good. Time to buy. The time was time to buy a new watch. Nice. Yes, the paradox of of time. All right. Whoa. There we go. And then maybe something to make things a little brighter. So the butter, oops, butter could use something. Right here. Yeah, that might work better. And then shiny toaster. That's a little bit too contrasty. There we go. Oops. All right, the exciting coloring part. Okay. Now, good eye placement. Kind of a parent and child looking deal here. Worried about the slice wanting to be toasted. Come on, where's my... Yeah, the messages are not scrolling down again. Oh, wow, yeah. I missed a bunch. Nice. Being a spread. Yeah, nice spread of butter. Yeah, I don't know what... It's a good contrast. Better than just another bread joke. Or another loaf of bread. Alright, so we've got a watch and their watches and toaster and butter. Alright, well, let's take a quick look at the comments from last time. If I can get any of this working here. First, let me open this. So I think we're not quite past midnight. Oh no. Oh, Hypno made it in. All right, so let's take a look at the comments. So here's the 8th, that's today. So it just went live in the US after midnight. Sorry, let me do a little more tea off screen here. It just went live. So just a little bit. But Hypno's comments showed up. Yeah, already. Wow, 3 likes and a pin. So, I'm sorry, June 8th. Nothing they tried could repair the loaf. And there's Hypno. Nice. They should have tried duct tape. They get a like. Nice. All right, let's see. One before. Oh, that's right, the parking cone. Trying to show the age. Wow, 23 likes. June 3rd. He was suddenly very afraid of a hard day's work. Beat up old cone. The old cone finally knew what it was like to truly be tired. Nice. The tired pun. He got tired. All kinds of tired. Oh, whenever I see a traffic cone, I think Kraftwerk. Oh, wow. There must be an album cover or a video or something. Such a shame the old guy was sent to retire. That's right. I'm getting too old for this. Nice. Part of the old cone will be played by Danny Glover. He wasn't that old in Lethal Weapon, was he? Because he's much older now and still doing movies. I guess maybe... No, he couldn't have been retirement age. Unless it was like 45 or 50-year-old retirement. I don't know. All right. Did we do... Let me just check. Because, oh yeah, that's right. Last week it was still... the previous one hadn't quite... Yeah. Oh, there's Hypno again. Nice. It hurt his feelings to have his surge protection called a racket. Like he isn't twice the device those two are. Nice. Yeah, he counted the plugs. They have a symbiotic relationship. Because they didn't accept him, their relationship wasn't conductive. Nice. Conductive. All right. Yeah, so it's going to be weird. We're getting a little bit of a delay. I guess I'll have to go back a little bit. The pot pie. Nice. Did I already? That's me. Oh wait, there's 7 comments. Oh yeah, we already. Could be worse. Tobacco pie. Yeah, we saw everything. Okay, so a few randoms. Yeah, and the there's a a bizarre hand soap from 2017. Showering together should not have felt this messy and weird. Nice. The gloppy, the green bottle soul must have left its body. All right, and a 2014 window cleaning. It was just as if the glass denied the existence of clean. They couldn't get it to work. So the glass is just stubborn. Clean. The next time you see it, going to be the opposite. Alright. There's an old one. The jars with the marker lines felt their use far more acutely. Another classic ignored. Here's an old egg salad sandwich. The hot car was never meant to keep egg salad for very long. Ugh. My least favorite sandwich. Another... Oh, here we go. There's an old surge protector. Power strip. The power strip felt his surge protection go unused. Yeah, and that one I actually drew the very short and useless cord on. Alright, 2007. Parsley, sage, rosemary, and butterscotch. Nothing. I got a lot of reaction not on this site for that one, but not this one. They would never know whose cap it was. Now, they would never know whose cap it was. Marking their territory. What's the difference if they're the same brand? Alright. And one more. Oh, another colorful. A discarded snow cone became merely flamboyant snow. A snow cone in winter. Losing my mind here. Try to hit the like button. I must have hit, yeah. I don't know. Oh, yeah, I must have tried to hit the like. That's weird. Like, and it got commented. Nice. All right. Yeah, that did well. That's Sedona. Those are Sedona levels of like. That's crazy. Oh, thanks, Hypno. Yeah, it took me a while to figure out. Yeah, if you sprayed like sideways, if you sprayed the lid, like it would be on the opposite side. It would be the near side of the exterior and the opposite side of the interior. Oh, yeah, hopefully. So yeah, make it look a little more visually interesting. It crossed across. All right. Oh, we're still on comments. One more. Oh, an old one. Oh, cheese on pie. Cheese. Cheese on top of a slice of pie was a misunderstood art. Oh, nobody commented. Yeah, I think is that a Midwest or a Southern thing? A slice of cheese, like melted cheese on top of pie. It's only been ice cream. But yeah, I've seen that mostly in movies. Oh. Thin slice of cheese. Oh, most of the time. There's got to be some pie, though, that doesn't work well with some flavor combinations that don't, do well with cheese. All right. Well, let's switch back here. It's offensive. I think it's I think it's a very dated, very dated thing. I'm going to move the comments somewhere where I can actually see them. It's freaking me out how hard they're getting to see. There we go. Nice. Oh, cheese on Pop-Tarts. Oh, that's crazy. Wow, that's weird. Yeah, I wonder... like an unfrosted Pop-Tart, I could see you could do something to the outside of it. But if it's got that hard frosting shell on it, I can't imagine what cheese does to that. Yeah, apple and cheese might be okay, but I can't think of like cherry. No, blueberry would be rough. I mean, unless you are doing like a like cream cheese, like blueberry and cream cheese would work, but not just like a slice of like American cheese or some kind of Swiss white cheese. I don't know. It could go horribly wrong. Yeah, I think that's a very old school thing. I haven't seen that in a while. All right. There we go. So move the keyboard up so I can actually see what I'm typing and not actually knock anything over trying to type. All right, butter in the toaster. So it being foolish. Oh yeah, PB&J and chicken soup. That's brutal. That tastes, yeah, that's a combination I can't imagine. I don't imagine, is it grape jelly or strawberry jelly? Like, what would be worse? All right. So, something really short would work well for this. Just about the bad, terrible idea. Toaster, terrible toaster based idea, or the looking at his last day of usefulness. Oh, actually, the aftermath of this might have been more, or it would be hard to explain, but that would have been more fun to just have smoke pouring out of the toaster and just melted butter, leaking through underneath. But you'd need, a before and after would be fun for this one. This guy's toast. Yeah, electrifying is good. Yeah, melted butter. Yeah. Melted, yeah, butter could be melted, but could it be toasted? Toasting toasting butter. Let's see. So the outcome would either be toasted butter or buttered toaster. So something was... Oh, this is too long, though. Yeah, it was either going to be butter or both, I guess. Going to be melted butter or buttered toaster. Something about buttered toaster. Yeah, because buttered toast. Oh, it seemed a little preemptive. What's the word? Yeah, a little cart before the horse. Things out of order. Right, a meltdown. Meltdown's good. Yeah. Yeah, buttered toaster. It's not that... Ooh, it doesn't sound that good together. They were hoping for either. They... Yeah, so the lack of bread, right? So there not being bread involved was the problem. Yeah, so that idea of like two friends or two people that like, yeah, they need a buffer, like that the combination of the two of them is dangerous. Yeah, so the lack of bread made their relationship very dangerous. It doesn't imply actually putting the butter in the toaster, though. Let's see. Yeah, skipping the bread step. Skipping the toast part. Loafing. Yeah. Right. That's... Yeah. So the absence of the bread... Yeah, but it's got to imply, or it's got to state that specifically that the butter is going into the toaster. Let's see. Or just they were thinking of a way to soften the refrigerator hardened butter. Yeah, so there's two pieces of butter, so I could, one knew it was a bad idea and one didn't. The bread, yeah. He didn't see why not, or yeah, buttered toast. If buttered toast was a thing, why not toasted butter? Yeah, this one seems like it should have just one of those really short, punchy lines that just kind of implied that, yeah. Yeah, so without bread to toast, they began to experiment. Or the missing bread made them, yeah, very experimental. I guess it could imply that there already is butter inside. Let's see. Nice. Yeah, skipping the whole toasting part. Or just the anticipation. Maybe there is bread inside the toaster toasting right now, and the anticipation of the butter. And is that a happy thing or a sad thing? Like the butter melting onto the toast? So waiting for the bread to toast. Okay, we're implying that there's bread inside the toaster. Yeah, so second thoughts. The butter had second thoughts, or it's too long. Butter or buttered toast. Waiting to make buttered toast. Oh, as meal. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, so the butter thinking why it may not need the toast. Yeah, so the butter wondered why it wasted all this time waiting for toast. Or just kind of the the codependent relationship. The butter wanted to be something important by itself without being on toast. Finally realized how part of the butter wished. Oh, okay. So some part of it is thinking differently from the other part. Okay, so how about part of the butter resentment? How do we even spell this? Resentment. Scent. I resent that remark. Oh, it's S, yeah. Resentment. Yeah, it is. It's S. Okay. Part of the butter resented its toast dependency. Because it's separated, I think, part of the butter is pretty funny. Or works okay. So part of the butter just hated waiting for the toast. Hated waiting for bread to toast. Resented. Yeah, as if the bread is preparing something. The lazy way the bread toasted. Yeah, bitter butter. Butter baby. Right. Yes, that's how butter reproduces. It just diminishes. Part of the butter. I like part of the butter. Yeah, so maybe the bread, the transformation or the time it took, or having to wait for, or why it couldn't have already been toast. The weight. Part of the butter. Wanted to stand on its own. Wanted to be independent of the of the butter to toast relationship. Oh yeah, something that sounds like the unhealthy butter to toast dynamic. Codependent. Then E. Be dependent. Buttered toast dynamic. So like a relationship dynamic. part of the butter resented the codependent buttered toast dynamic. Something that sounds like relationship counseling or couples counseling talk might be funny. The reliance resented the codependent. Yeah, trying to, because he couldn't. Oh, that's really good. Butter the toast, toast the butter. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I like the steps out of order thing. I thought is good for this. Resented the relationship. Hey Edward, how's it going? I can hardly draw toasters though, so or wristwatches especially. All right. Let's see. Yeah, I like the toasted butter. Or something simple like they were about to find out if toasted butter was a thing. So the early experiments, the early pioneers of toasted butter. I don't know if that was a thing. Is kind of, will that get dated? That the sound of that will be strange. If toasted butter was a thing. Instead of buttered toast. Yeah. Was a thing, I think. Works. Yeah, that's a short. I wanted something as short as possible for that. They were about to find out if toasted butter was a thing. And the idea that, yeah, they were going to do something stupid. All right, we can go back to that and see. So, oh, that's right. The time, idea of time. Yeah. Time to change your watch, time to replace your watch. Oh, maybe I should put, see, here I am fussing with the drawing after I should be writing it, but I should probably put eyes on the watch battery too, the little onlooker. There we go. They both suspected it was time for a new watch. Because there's no toasted butter, they tried to toast to butter. They tried to toast the butter. Nice. Yeah, I like the switch of it. Somebody discovered emojis in the YouTube chat. Where is that? Oh, here. Is this? No, that's not it. Sorry, I'm trying to find the YouTube window. Here it is. Okay, yeah, I'll look directly because I can't see in the combined chat. It doesn't display emojis. I just see the command. Ah. Yeah, sign of the times. The or yeah, there was new and old time. Yeah, they were trying to figure out how time could feel old. Yeah, I like the age of time, or yeah, time feeling dated. Yeah, the bizarre, yeah, the bizarre feeling of time feeling dated. Two R's, right? That's not a sentence, though. They both found it bizarre. Hey, Edward K., thank you for the sub. Appreciate it. And yeah, I hope you enjoy watching the creation of this. If you missed earlier, if you just came in, if you want to look at the old cartoons from this this series, so 2 come out a week for the past 20 years. So if you go to gocomics.com/abusecartoons, it's in the text below the info below the live stream. That's the archive of everything. You can just go through it by day, or jump back to the beginning and see how horribly drawn it was when it was actually drawn and not a digital thing. They both found it bizarre that time could feel dated. Dated time. Yeah, something better about like dying and time might be more interesting. Thank you, K5. Thank you for your wonderful wrench usage. Nice. Yeah, just a number. Oh yeah, a dead battery. Yeah, or time having an end, or they coming to the end of their time. Yeah, let me see. Let me take a quick look at what an Apple Watch low battery thing looks like. I can probably draw that, or not. Oh, it just has the little red lightning bolt. Oh, cool. Yeah, I can manage that. Only Apple Watch users will know what that means. Let's see here. I think I can just do it with my mouse. There's probably a emoji that would work just as well, but it just looks like it does this. Da-da-da. Maybe a little thinner, or actually I can just taper it off. Yeah, just a little red lightning bolt for plug me in. Is that right? Yeah. So something like that. Yeah, that's what it shows online. Yeah, usually it shows the battery with the like the red. Oh no, it does have that as well. I don't know. Yeah, maybe the low battery thing would be better. Yeah, it's more cryptic though. And it took me less time to draw. Oh yeah, right. Yeah, yeah. They were both witnessing the end of time. Yeah, the end of their. Found it bizarre that time could be dated. The end. Hey Rob, how's it going? Thanks for dropping in. We're just trying to write write this cartoon. Yeah, right. So were they out of battery or out of time? Yeah, oh right. The lack of battery power was the same thing as lacking time, the end of time. No time. They both found it bizarre that time can feel dated. Found themselves at the end of time. Without dramatic intervention, they would both be out of time. Completely out of time. Frozen. You kind of they are out of time. They freeze in time. They stop in time. Oh yeah, summer. Summer is coming. Yeah, it's finally started to get warm here. We haven't finished rainy season yet, though, so that humidity hasn't hit yet. So it's nice to have like 80-degree days, but no high humidity, because that 80 degrees is much more tolerable, much nicer. But it's coming. Along with the Olympics, the hot weather is coming, or the wet weather is coming. They both found themselves at the end of time. They weren't sure if it was battery related. Oh yeah, because of the summer not quite starting yet, like this weird delayed rainy season. I haven't seen a single one of the murder hornets are not around at all. So kind of lucked out with the that being delayed. I'm sure it's going to start by July if the high humidity and the really hot days start up. I'm sure they're going to get more active. But right now it gets cold enough at night, and I think they're still kind of slow to do much. I think it's the end of the rainy season, but it's been weirdly drawn out so far. It should go through this whole month, but it started in May, so we'll see. I'm not looking forward to that jump in the humidity and temperature, but yeah, it's coming. Oh, that's good. Yeah, they both knew they were out of time. That's good. Very simple. Out of time. They were out of time. Or batteries. Out of time. Out of time is in dated or out of style? They both knew they would soon be out of time. They both knew they would soon be out of time. Yeah, that's good. Out of time. The battery is right there to help them. But it's doing nothing. Yeah, I think that works. Yeah. So both meaning both watches. So to keep the battery out of it, even though he's a helpful bystander that is not, or maybe it is the dead battery. They both knew. Yeah, yeah, that's good. I like that, short and sweet. They both knew they were out of time, regardless of the technology. Infinite time. Oh, thanks, Rob. Yeah, thank Hypno. That's very good. Yeah, very that short. I like that, really short and sweet. Yeah, right. It's like, take my battery. I don't use batteries. Why don't you use batteries? Yeah, the whole whole interaction would be much funnier. What do you mean you don't use batteries? You must have a battery. It's a rechargeable battery. What's rechargeable? Ah, an organ donor is good. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, useless organ donor. Yeah, that's good. He donated his battery. He couldn't, yeah, he didn't have the heart to tell him that he didn't use batteries. He didn't have a replaceable battery. Yeah, some sort of dramatic sacrificing his battery to the smartwatch. Yeah, so this smartwatch didn't have the heart to tell her, couldn't tell. Yeah, that's very long. But I like that idea of like, no, take my battery, please. It's not going to help at all. Yeah, I like the really simple, yeah. Really simple one. Or if the watch just put his battery back in, he would be fine. All right. They both knew they were out of time. And what are we doing here? They were about to find out if toasted butter was a thing. Yes. All right. I think we got that. Oh, not a match. Oh, yeah. Right. The donation, like blood donation. It didn't match. All right. I've still got to get the Family Mart door chime sound back for this segment, but let's take a look at some green beans. I guess this is a pretty popular snack. I've seen it around, and I've actually seen it at bars or restaurants, so I know it's a thing. Where are we going here? Oh yeah, it's already got a background, so let's try this. Boom. So this isn't quite candy, but it is a snack. So here it is. So who is this? Kasugai. Kasugai's green. Oh, of course it's keying out because it's green, but take my word for it. These beans are green. So green beans. So they're kind of like almost like lightly battered soybeans. They're really crunchy though. So kind of maybe fried, like lightly fried dry soybean snack. But yeah, you can't quite tell. I mean, maybe you can tell from the actual thing, but it's got a little bit of a coating on it, not like completely. It just like very, very lightly battered. Or maybe I should open it more completely. So, whoa, wow, that's complete. Oh, here we go. Yeah, you can at least see inside then. Maybe. No, you can't. It's transparent. Ah, okay. So it's a. There you can tell a little bit better in my hand. But you can tell, see, it's not all completely green. It's got a little bit of like batter, so it's just kind of lightly dipped in a kind of like a, almost like a tempura or a kind of yeah, like a frying batter. But these are super. Oh, very crunchy, very crunchy. Yeah. So it says on the front, very crunchy snack. Saku saku, crunchy, and the name of it is just green bean. Green spelled out, like they're not using any Japanese words. It's just green bean. Yeah, they're really good. Not too salty. Oh, and yeah, really savory. Yeah, the if you like edamame, like at the Japanese restaurant, this is that flavor. Really well done. I think the batter helps it be a little bit more savory. Oh, it's really good. Yeah, no wonder these are popular. So the back of it says that these have been super popular, like a very popular snack since 1973 when they were introduced. So very crunchy and very addictive. Yeah, but they don't recommend what to eat them with. But sometimes you'll have this, just the steamed beans, and that's what they kind of look like a battered steamed soybean. But they're really good, yeah. Not super salty, but the flavor of the beans is really good. It's really strong. But I just say, I did notice on the back, so that might be part of the thing. They may not be made, they're probably made with some kind of bean product, but this might not actually be a bean, because in the ingredients it does say beans, but it also says green food coloring, so, or like blue and yellow food coloring to make green. So it may be like a process where they make kind of a cracker from soybeans, like a little cracker ball, and they put some coating on it, because it doesn't have the starchiness of a bean. It's lighter. It's more like a pretzel than a bean texture. So it's not an actually dried bean. So they probably like make a bean paste with maybe different types of beans, because it's not. It's a pretty nice savory flavor though. It's really good. Surprisingly good. But like most Japanese snacks, not super salty. It's going to make you probably drink more, but not like that crazy potato chip or whatever saltiness. Well, these are really good. Yeah, so it's not transparent in Japan, but if you see this green bean snack, or if you see that something that looks like little dried battered beans as a snack, it's definitely worth trying. They're really good. Yeah. Well, so we got lucky this time. Yeah, so almost 50 years old. Yeah, because of the Showa 48 was, so that's 1973. Yeah, but they're definitely natural. It's not an artificial thing. It just might be that they process them a little differently. So there's definitely like something in there that is from a bean, like the kind of skin and the it tastes like it's mashed, maybe like, oh yeah, that's probably what it is. It's kind of like mashed peas that they reconstitute into little crackers. Oh, really good. Magical beans. Yeah, they do look like pistachio. It's very colorful though. So they do put bright food coloring in it. So it looks, even though it's not natural, it looks very natural. The green food coloring makes it look very nice. Oh, these are really good. So, guys, green beans is definitely a something worth checking out. Yeah, the whole bag is only 200 calories, so it's not terrible. I guess because it's a bean. But, yeah, really good. Really nice texture, and not that, how eating beans, you kind of, the starchiness or whatever kind of coats your tongue, and you're kind of, after eating too many beans as a snack. Not like that at all. So they do something. They do something to make it lighter and really nice flavor. The flavor isn't too, vegetable or too kind of overpowering. Yeah, really nice. Oh. Oh, thanks. Thanks. Yeah, Edward. Yeah. That's the Streamlabs. Thank you, K5. That's the Streamlabs link. Yeah, it should be in the description on YouTube. Under. I had to fix it though because it was abbreviating before. Let me double check that it works. Yes, it works still. Yeah, it was getting cut off when I was like copying and pasting it. It got cut off. So, is it working? I'm waiting for the page to come up. My internet may be a little funny though. Not dropping any frames, but yes. Oh, well, good stuff. Wow. So yeah, another success. Wow, between this and the what was it, the apple pie style chocolate, we've had 2 weeks of good luck. Nothing too disgusting. That's yeah, that's great. So let's get back to the. Oh, I think we're good. Yeah, that's right. We finished the rating, so we're good to go. Yeah, maybe that's what they take out of the beans, Hypno, is the whatever the component they give that makes you flatulent. Yeah, very interesting taste. Nah, okay, take it easy, Rob. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. Nice. Yeah, get back on a better sleep schedule. Sorry if I'm not helping by being around at 2 a.m. But yeah, good luck with that. I've had some fun times. Yeah, trying to get back on schedule, especially like when my daughter's got time off and I don't have to get up. We're not up early in the morning for her. You get into some bad habits of working late, and especially being able to live stream late or do video editing. Then it gets pretty brutal. So the couple of theys, right? They were about to find out if toasted butter was a thing. Both knew they were out of time. I think I don't need to check spelling. Nothing very complicated. Out of time. Nice. Oh, very cool. All right, well, let's make some JPEGs. And we'll be good. Oh, and I can show you. Oh, yeah, I wish Chris was on. I wish HiveMind was on online, but I can show you something else I've been working on that's based on a game that HiveMind created. I'll show you in just a minute. So Chris is has done some game design, has an itch.io page with a lot of game stuff on it, and made I think it was a modified rule set for a card game, and then I put my cartoons on it, so I can show you that where that is so far. Let me just make this and get these up so I don't forget because that happens very often. Yeah, I'll be so happy. Oh, got this finished. Nice, perfect timing, nice relaxing stream, and then oh yeah, I forgot to upload them. That's really great when that happens. Or when I misname them, because the whole system is just based on the file name. So if there's a typo in the file name, the FTP doesn't put them where they need to be. All right, but yeah, I'll show you the cards that I'm working on for that game. Nice. Yeah, I've done a bunch of animation. Unfortunately, it was mostly Flash, so I need to convert. I need to convert it to make it more, or to be able to play it. But yeah, I worked for Fox Interactive for almost 2 years in LA, And we did a bunch of viral animations, like a bunch of stupid stuff like iPhone or iPod parody commercial, or kind of commercials, and some political cartoons, and then just a bunch of like parody songs. It was mostly parody songs. There was a musician that just like cranked out the kind of topical parody song, kind of like the morning zoo radio stuff, and we did like these little like 2-minute or so animations to them. But it's all in Flash, so I need to convert it. There's if you want to see what some of that looked like, what is my... God damn. Let me just look up my name, I guess. It's on YouTube somewhere. Oh, there we go. So, yes. Okay, it's called, it's my demo reel. It's crazy old stuff. I love it. It's got two thumbs up and 1 thumb down. So this is really stupid dated stuff. But I converted it. This is the only thing that I can show right now because the rest of it's in Flash. So you're going to see some George Bush in there and some all kinds of nonsense. But it's a real simple Flash animation that just goes along with some song parodies. So I think the companies, because we were bought, when I was working on this stuff, we were first bought by MySpace, and then Fox bought MySpace, and then, MySpace died. But I was in the middle, like a weird acquisition. So it's kind of both working for kind of MySpace, not really. The ownership of that was so small. Oh, shit, Edward. Oh, sorry. Thank you so much, Edward. Really appreciate it. I'm just blathering on about about the stupid Flash animation. But yeah, thank you so much. That's that link. Really appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, and thanks also. Yeah, Hyphonics is great. I'm glad you found me through that. And yeah, Edward, please feel free. Come by anytime. Every time we do this, the same time every week. So it's just a weekly live stream. Really appreciate the donation. Sorry, I totally missed that. What does that do? There we go. I can do it again. Thank you so much, Edward. Much appreciated. And I'm glad. Yeah, I'm glad you found the stream. So that's what I finally figured out what that little button does. That little recycle little looking button does. Nice. But yeah, thanks so much. Thanks for watching. Oh, well, I appreciate it. Yeah, it's that's one of those things that you're never satisfied with your own skill level. So yeah, definitely, if you're interested in doing it, don't give up. Don't give up drawing. It just takes time. It just takes time to develop. Well, you can see just from when we're looking at the early archive, how this cartoon originally looked was very different from how it looked now. So everything evolves. Nice. Yeah, very generous. Thank you so much. Take care. Have a good one. Glad I got finally got the alert. I have my speaker turned up just, so it doesn't feed back into the microphone. But yeah. Oh, wait, I can just do the, I keep forgetting all this stuff. I can just do this. Wait a minute. So I forgot. So yeah, animation. Speaking of animation, not this. This. There we go. Speaking of animation, so here's the this is just on my personal channel. I just uploaded this so I could link it into my portfolio, but this is really dated stuff. This is like 20 years ago animation, but it's all just Flash, little segments of Flash character work and stuff that I did for all parody songs. And I can't even remember all of the parody songs, but we would have to do like 3 or 4 of these a week and just crank out, and there's some political commentary, and just crank out these Flash videos for either, and some of the people that I was working with, they had to do like quizzes and like little interactive games and stuff that were really lame. So luckily I could just do character work So that was nice. I could just do so, and so some of it is some really bad celebrity celebrity caricatures, and then some are just photo heads. They're just like, blinking photo heads. But yeah, there's my Osama bin Laden. How topical is that, right? But I like, yeah, Flash, because you could do that weird gradient stuff. The weird gradient art, but then you could also do the real graphic stuff like this. So a lot of and Santa Claus. Yeah, so I had this is one of the few jobs that I had to audition for. So I had to like just do free work for them as like kind of. So it wasn't like a formal test. It wasn't like do this sort of thing. This is the production. This is like storyboarding or in betweening, or this is what you would do for animation. They just gave me a song and said make a character for that. Whoops. Make a video for that. And so the farting in church, I think there was one. I think that was the first thing I did for them. It was just a stupid parody, and I can't remember, like, all the parody songs of course are a familiar song with the words changed to be some stupid stuff, but oh cool. Oh yeah, that's very cool, and it's easier than ever. Like if you look at some of the tools for doing comics and stuff, there's so much stuff now built in, like I'm totally blanking on the, but the one there's one tool that a lot of manga artists or people that like to do Japanese style stuff do. It's got so much of the effects and speed lines and dot screen shading, so much built into the actual software itself. It takes a lot of the load off, and you can use it. Yeah, you can use that. Oh, that would be really fun. Yeah. So that was around the same time. Yeah, so the same time that Jib Jab was like just, I think we closed, like they shut down. Fox shut down the little animation studio that we were doing stuff. But it was the same time that Jib Jab was really popular. That's why we were doing all the photo head stuff. But we kind of disappeared at the same time. Yeah, right. Yeah, we were kind of just, everybody was doing that thing because it was real fast to produce. Like in a day, you could do a 2-minute animation, and of course, they didn't pay you as well as they used to pay. Like Flash animation, it used to be like $10,000 a minute when it first came out, and the kind of high end animation. Like if you remember, what was it, Icebox? I forget, but there was a studio that was doing stuff. So the money used to be really good for Flash at the very beginning because not that many people did it, and a lot of animators, were very early adopters. But then a couple studios started to like kind of bring stuff in house, and so you weren't making that much per minute per video, but it was pretty steady work and really fun to do, like really interesting because it's just constant character design, constant, like you were doing basically storyboard character design, layout, and then keyframing, like all at the same time. So it was really fun. Yeah, I miss that. Miss that time a lot. But yeah, it's definitely of that time though. The simplicity of the movement and the kind of graphicness that Flash does well. Yeah. Yeah, it would be really fun. Yeah, because there is still, I mean, the HTML5 I think is what took over for Flash. So you can still work in Adobe Animator, which is basically Flash, and then port that to HTML5. Yeah. It's very nostalgic, and that time was so fun because I was working from home. It was really great. Yeah, working from home doing that animation. So I didn't even have to go in. I didn't even have to get on a highway in LA and do that stuff. Yeah, that's very cool. Well, thanks, Edward. Yeah, I'm glad that brought back some some nostalgia. It did for me too. Yeah, that was really fun. I love that. And that really, especially my ability to just like create vector art like really quickly in Flash, that brought my speed and skill level up really fast, because after just like 3 months of just having to just bang out those videos, you're working so hard, and speed is the most important thing. So that's what you're aiming for. So you figure out so many shortcuts, and you kind of template stuff, and so it's really that was probably the biggest development in ability that I felt, is that couple of years doing that Flash animation. Yeah, definitely. Ren and Stimpy, Beavis and Butthead. Yeah, I wish animation wasn't so screwed up now. Even the stuff, I mean, because there's huge budgets now for Netflix and stuff, and most of the stuff on Netflix is garbage, and there's a lot of the fake anime that Netflix is doing that's not very good. Yeah, it's really too bad. This is the time, and that was the other betrayal of YouTube, is animation really took off. Early YouTube, there were so many great animators putting their work on, because you could convert, you could basically turn Flash into MPEG 4, or you could export the frames and then do soundtracks and stuff. So you could put it on YouTube, but they just punished the visibility and everything of animation and made it not findable and not very profitable. So animation just left YouTube, but that was a weird thing. Yeah, things have definitely. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, but yeah, and I remember because in the '90s that was the thing. So I had just finished graduate school and was in LA, and the Cartoon Network thing, Dexter's Laboratory and Powerpuff Girls and all that stuff had just gone on. So they were looking for new animation, and there were calls for pitches for stories, and a lot of that stuff went on to Adult Swim. Like Adult Swim was really crazy creative for a while, and then all the live action stuff started, and all the asshole improv people from LA started doing stupid live action shows on Adult Swim, and kind of crowded out the animation because it was just faster to produce. 84, yes. Well, I'll be 84 next month. I'm 83 now. God. Yeah, but yeah, it's too bad. It's too bad, and I think it's just because the production burden of animation makes it more expensive. And South Park was the only studio, they were the only people to figure out, hey, we can actually do 22 minutes of animation, or whatever their runtime is, in a week. We could do a week production if we standardize everything. They use a 3D program to just move vector paper cutouts around. I mean, they really figured out how to pound that stuff out, and still it didn't change the industry at all. And still you have shows like The Simpsons and whatever that are 9 months out on their production. So yeah, it's very strange. Yeah, G2, I agree. That MGM Tom and Jerry stuff was amazing. That's really good. And now it's Amazon. Amazon presents Tom and Jerry. That'll be really depressing. So let me open up a file if I can find it. So here's the other thing. So I did these characters. I don't know if I ever showed off these characters, but when I was working at the gallery, I was doing a lot of character design and then printing goods and stuff to sell. So I had my original stuff at the gallery, so other artists but plus my stuff. And I did these fantasy characters. So I did these fantasy characters that were, the name of the series was just store brand fantasy. So I wanted this weird generic store brand version of Dungeons and Dragons, or kind of classic fantasy that wasn't good. It was really plain. So the characters don't have any color. They're just shitty, simple black and white, and they have the names of everything is really weird and generic. And I pushed it a little bit further for this game because I was kind of making fun of what some other companies have done to try to trademark very standard things. But Chris, I'm not sure, this is a modification of another system, but Chris made up this card game system where it's basically a dungeon crawl, and you have 4 characters, and you're drawing from a deck, and you draw either grit cards or threat cards. So grit is kind of your power. It's kind of what you play against the threats that come, and each character is only able to fight a certain type of threat. So there's traps, magic, and monsters. So the fighter fights monsters, the wizard fights spells, the thief fights traps, and I think the cleric has the ability to power, to kind of buff the other characters. So you just you shuffle a deck, you have the 4 character cards, and what you're doing is you're looking for 3 items and then the kind of finish card. I haven't done any of those yet, but these are just my treatment of these characters and just some of the monsters that I designed for the store brand fantasy, and wanted to see how they work because I was playtesting, so I can show that right here. So Chris gave me the game in just a prototype version. So here's what I originally had. So just cards with no art and just all the text of the game. And so just like generic grit cards, generic, if only finding grit, generic threat cards. So just told you the type of threat and the level. So just for testing. And it's really fun and challenging to play. And so I play tested it for him, for Chris for a while, and then thought, wait a minute, I already have these characters with a bunch of monsters that I made up, and I can come up with a bunch of traps and spells, so I could actually like reskin the game with some characters that I did before. So I'm thinking about finishing that off and just making it like a downloadable version, like print and play, or maybe have one of those print on demand card places do decks. But so that's that will be, I guess, the store brand fantasy, the card game. But I like the system a lot, the threat and the grit system, like powering up your character. So when you draw a grit card, you decide what character gets it, and then that character can only defeat a certain type of trap. So it's a very very efficient, like kind of closed loop kind of game that works really well as far as just so you will fail, like most likely you will fail and you'll die before you collect the 3 items and get to the end, get to like the exit of the trap. So it just depends on basically how you've shuffled the cards. You could mitigate some of the randomness of the deck, but the cards will become more and more powerful, and you'll become weaker and weaker because you'll lose health as you're as you're making your way through. And the characters, as you can see, don't have much health, only 4, 3, or 2. But yeah, so that's a thing I hope to finish sometime, because I think it's a nice combination of those 2 things. And I've had these characters forever. I did like little t-shirts and phone straps and everything. I sold a lot of postcards and even on if you go to what's that called, that shop that sells the metal posters, there's a whole series of these characters on that shop as the big kind of metal prints. But I've been doing these characters for a while, and I like the idea of like low quality fantasy. I don't know what it is. It just makes me laugh how everyone's trying to design like a more and more elaborate, more and more interesting and unique setting, and this is like the basic store brand generic vanilla style. So so that's something. If Hive Mind was on, we'll talk about that a little bit more. Nice. Oh, it's great. Yeah, I'm glad so many people from Hyphonics found this stream. And this is all, if you can tell, that the artwork looks very different. So this is all done in Illustrator. So it's all strictly just vector art, which means it's really easy to scale and manipulate. So it's all in like pieces, a lot like the Flash stuff that I did. But yes, all the characters can be repurposed, and so the nice thing is, like, you have a deck. So this could be like the first dungeon run of the deck, and then you could have additional decks that are different themes. Give you new monsters and new theming, just to make the it'll be the same mechanics of the game, but maybe add some variety to the play. But that's cool. Nice. Display. Thank you. Yes, Hypno. Thank you. Totally. That name could not come. Yeah, couldn't. Didn't come to me at all. Yeah, so I don't remember how I did it. It was my name? Yeah, it is my name. Yeah, so 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 stupid. Sorry. Yeah, so I did a series of stuff on display. Thank you. So these characters, they have like a, if you don't pay for the account or whatever, you have like a maximum number of images you can upload per day. And so I just did the first kind of set of these. But they're really, I mean, I thought that was a nice combination, because the printing on the metal is very crisp and very sharp, and so they're very simple graphics. And so the original version, the original joke of, I guess I can switch over to display. Let me see if I can do this here. Yeah, so here it is. So that's the link that I put in. So the original version of Store Brand Fantasy was not giving the characters any names or anything, just saying it's a magic guy, it's a tough guy, it's not a guy, and it's an elf, and it's just making fun of the elf. And then the monsters had the more complicated things. But it was just, I did a little comic strip of the characters and this sort of deal. So just, like Final Fantasy or whatever type. Whoa, there it is. Type style, yeah, so there it is. Store Brand Fantasy, a sufficiently enjoyable experience. And just jokes about, fighting. So there's the little kind of Final Fantasy, or, like a classic RPG menu at the bottom there. So it's just like jokes within this gaming setup. But yeah. Oh, that's what I want. The 90 by 64 centimeter version. Yikes. But yeah. So that's the only place where these live. And also the gallery. There's a bunch of other goods in Japan as well. All right. Well, that is probably going to do it for this week. I've showed off game design and display and all that good stuff. Yeah, that'd be fun if Iphonics has any. I'm probably pretty rusty, but yeah, if Iphonics has any goofy music or song parody stuff, I should try to do a little animation for that. Oh yeah, no problem. Yeah, thanks for the help. On stream, I can't think of anything. I would have had to do a search for metal poster printing company. Nice. Oh, as a Pokemon card. Oh, that's a good idea. Oh yeah, let me think about that. K5. I'll get back to you about that. That'd be pretty funny. Do parody Pokemon cards. Yes, Iphonics anime is confirmed. I don't know if I could actually do convincing anime. All my stuff is more old school. Yeah, old school animation. But yeah, that would be pretty fun. Yes, if Netflix picks it up, I'll definitely draw it. Oh man, that would be awesome to get some of that stupid Netflix money to produce a series. That'd be worth flying back to Los Angeles for. All right. Yeah, that'd be so fun. Damn. Well, thanks everyone. I really appreciate how wonderful the chat is. And Edward K, thank you so much for the donation. I'm glad Iphonics sent you my way, and yeah, great guy, and he does amazing stuff. Very very talented and very creative stuff. I'm always amazed how much is going on his channel. But this channel is only a weekly live stream. But come back next week at the same time. So it's around Monday night, very late night, Monday in North America, and afternoon in Japan. So if you're in Australia or whatever, it's just after lunchtime, pretty much. But yeah, thanks so much to everybody for such a great chat as usual. And we do this every week. Ah, thanks. Yeah, like... have you heard Little Big? No, I haven't. Is it, is it a channel or music? Yeah. But, yeah, let me know. Let me know what that is. Little Big. That doesn't ring a bell. But, yeah, everyone take care and have a good night or morning or whatever you've got going on. I'm going to wrestle up some dinner, I think, in an hour or so, and probably have to do some driving. So that's why I can't do any drinking live streams, because I'm always having to drive immediately after. But everyone, please take care, and we'll do this again next week. So abusecartoons.com is the website. On Twitter at abusecartoons, and then Twitch and YouTube is where this stream lives, as well as Facebook. It shows up on my personal page on Facebook, if you're around there. And yeah, do this every week for a few hours and draw these 2 cartoons. And we'll be working on, I think for next year, I'm going to have to put together like a 20th anniversary collection. So maybe I'll need your help helping me choose what goes in there. So that would be fun. We can kind of go through stuff that's happened or stuff that we've done in the past. I'll look at like what kind of likes it got on Go Comics, and then also in chat we'll kind of figure out. That might be a fun way to curate it, because I kind of handpicked the stuff from the first book, and there was some stuff that I think I missed that people really liked that I didn't put in. So this will be a good chance. I'll use both Go Comics and chat to figure out a good best of for the last 20 years. But, oh, cool. But, yeah, everyone take care, and we'll be back again. Yes, everybody get some sleep if you need it. Music, I'll take a look for Little Big. Edward K. Thanks for the recommendation. Very cool. Yeah, hopefully those beans don't grow anywhere. They'll only grow inside me. All right. But take care, and I will see you next week. Goodbye.